Welcome to another episode of Book Covers DIY. My name is Red, and today I'm going to teach you how to design a YA or young adult teen romance book cover. All right, so let's get started. So we are going to go over to our free design website called canva.com, or you can use the link in the description box below. Okay, so this is a free design software anyone can join. In the center of the page, you see you have quite a few templates to choose from. There's some up here as well. And then you have the option of searching for a template. So I'm going to type in book cover, and it will take you to another screen with a ton of pre-made templates of all different book cover designs. You can select one of these, as we did on our very first episode, to filter them out. You can filter them by style if you're looking for like a minimalist, which is also what we did on our first episode. You can view more. See, there's cute, colorful. You also have the option for theme. So let's click on view more. So let's see, here's romance. Since we are going to be designing a teen romance, both of these would be teen romance novels, probably the last summer, love story. You can select one of these templates, customize it, your own title, even your own images or illustrations. We are going to start from scratch. So we are going to click on this first option and create a blank book cover. It's going to take us to our design page. Okay, this white area on the right is our canvas area. And everything on the left side here in this black box, this is our toolbox. So we have our templates. If you still decided you wanted to go back and select one from there, elements, uploads, photos, text, background, etc. Okay, so we are going to start with a background photo. We can look into the photos here and see what they have. We can always search for let's search for romance. There's options in here. See, like there's something cute. You could use some hand holding, things like that. But instead, I am going to go over to this free stock photo website called pexels.com. If you want to, you can click on license and read about the licensing. It's free to use. No royalties need to be paid, and you can use it for commercial products like print books and ebooks. We are going to search for, let's look up romantic couple. So you can also filter out things here. So this would be like if you're looking for a particular color, like let's say for sure you want your book cover to be purple. You could click on purple and it will only give you results with purple. Sizes, if you want to select exactly what size photo. We care about orientation. We want our design to be vertical. So let's click on vertical, and that way it's going to filter out anything that is horizontal. Okay, so like this would be a great teen romance or YA, cover. So let's just start scrolling through and trying to find something that would work. Keep looking. Oh, I like this right here. Okay, I like this one right here. Okay, you can totally see that this could be a book cover. It kind of reminds me of, what is that? There's that book, or there's like 3 books and then movies, the Kissing Booth, whereas this is a photo booth. Okay, so we clicked on our image. Let's just click on free download, and you can see right here, download. It's called like Cotton, or was it Cotton Bro? So we don't have to do any of that. Let's go over back to our canvas area. Okay, so now we need to get that image onto our book cover. We are going to go over to our toolbox and click on uploads and upload media, and it should have downloaded to your downloads. Here it is right here, and we're going to open that, and you can see it's loading right here. Once the blue circle and the blue line disappear, you can click on it and it should appear over here. Now we just need to stretch it out. So we're just going to grab the white dot in the corner and stretch it. Now you can center it. Okay, so you see we have the cross lines. That means it's perfectly centered. I'm going to click off to the side and it will place it. Okay, I'm really liking how that looks already. Now I want to go and add maybe a filter or something to it. So let me click on the picture again, and you see we have this teal box over it. Now we can click on edit image. Let's go over down to photogenic. I like the options in there. As you've noticed, I use those a lot. And so now we have some options. They're divided by like the color. So these would be natural tones, warm tones, cool, vivid, soft, vintage. Mono is all the black and white, and then these are color pop. Let's see what we have in the soft options. Let's try this whimsy. See, it kind of softens it. Let's try hazel. But I think that's too faded. This nimbus is nice. It kind of brightens up this red so it's not so dark. Okay, I think I want to stick with that nimbus. Now you can go into the filter, into the intensity controls, and raise it up or down. I'm going to raise it, let's put it about 65, just so we can keep some of that red. And now let's click apply. Okay, now we can go up to adjust, click on see all, and then we can, I want to add a vignette. See how the edges get darker? I'm going to bring it all the way up so you can see. Okay, let's put it about 50, just to give it a little bit of a dreamy look to it. You can increase the warmth if you want to. See, when you bring it down, it makes it bluer, and bringing it up, it adds in some redness. I'm going to put this about a 10, just to warm up this curtain here and her leg. Okay, so I think it looks pretty good now. So all we did was we adjusted the warmth to 10, and we added a vignette set at 50. Okay, so let's go back out of that, and we can click on edit image because we're done with editing the photo. Now let's go into elements, because I don't want to have all this just plain red sitting here. It looks a little bit odd. So I think with this book cover, I kind of want to do something like you would see on a teenager's like folder or their yearbook. So let's look up like a doodle. Okay, yeah, it's like something like this. Something you would see on a teenager's like binder. Let's add this happy face. Okay, I'm gonna grab the corner, make that smaller. I want to drag this up here, and you can't see it because it's black. So let's go over here to this little color box, click on there, and happy face. Let's make a yellow. Okay, so I clicked on the yellow, and I don't want it straight up and down. So there's a little pivot control here. Let's kind of pivot it sideways. Place it right about there. Like if someone drew on this on the side of the photo booth. Okay, let's find some more. Now I do want to show you, do you see this one is animated? Let me show you how to filter those out. So when you go in your search box, you're going to see these little controls here. Click in there, and under animation, click on static. That way you won't get any animated results. And also, if you are using the free version and only want free results, you'll click on there. The pro version, anything with a crown, let me go ahead and apply this and then I'll show you. See here, anything with a crown, that is a feature of the pro version. Here's another one down here. See, it says pro. This light bulb says pro. To download those, in the end, you would be charged. But good news is I've included my affiliate link in the description box below, which will give you access to the pro version free for 30 days. So you will have access to everything with the crown. So I'm going to just leave those empty right now because I have access to both. And you can see that now there's no animated ones. They're all gone. I kind of like this flower. Let's try to add that flower. Let's see. I'll bring this one down to the bottom. It's a little bit too big. Let's change the color on that one. Let's see. What about like like an orange, something like that. Okay, let's go back to our results. I kind of like these stars too, but I do definitely want, oh, I like these hearts right here. Let's add these hearts. We definitely need to add hearts for a teen romance. Let's put those in the middle. And let's change those to, we already have red, so let's use a pink. Okay, I really like that. Okay, let's add some more things. Maybe 2 small items. There's a cloud. I kind of like this lightning bolt. Let's add this lightning bolt. Let's make it much smaller though. Place it right about there, and let's see, what color should that be? Maybe like a bluish. Might pivot that a little bit too. Okay, let's add one more item. What about this crown? Maybe like in the story there's something with being like the prom queen or something like that. Okay, so let's add this crown. Let's make it smaller. I'm going to pivot it. And then let's change the color. Let's see. We already have yellow. Maybe like a, let's see what a purple looks. No, it's too close to the pink. Maybe we'll change that one to blue and change this one to like green or even white. Okay. Let's make this one a little bit smaller. Okay, now see, that's starting very much reminds you of like a teen's notebook or binder. Okay, since that crown is that way, I think I'm going to pivot the smiley face this way. Move it over a little bit. All right, now that we've got all our doodles in, let's add some text for our book title. Come over to your toolbox, click on text. And here you have 3 main options: heading, subheading, and body text. And also down here you have some pre-made text options. Remember, everything with the crown is with the pro version, but again, you have access to 30 days free with my affiliate link down below. But there are some that are free. You can see these don't have the crown, so you can use those. Okay, I think there's an option up here I'd like that gives you that YA, teen romance novel feel. So I'm going to click on that one. Okay, let's drag it over to the side. Now, if you notice, there is actually, it's 2 text boxes so that have been grouped together. So here's the first one, here's the second one, and the reason they have this dotted line box around them is because they have been grouped together. See up here it says ungroup. If for some reason you wanted to separate those, you could click on ungroup and then you can move them around separately. See, now they are ungrouped, but I want to keep them together, so I'm going to undo that. If you ever make a mistake or anything, you can just come up here to undo, click on undo until it's back. See, now it's back grouped together, one box. Okay, so right now I'm going to change the wording. Let's click in this top box. You know what, I'm just going to call this, we talked about the book series and movies, the kissing booth. Let's just call this the photo booth. So let's change this to photo and click in the second box and change it to booth. Okay, these colors are a little bit too pale for our book cover image, so let's change that. Click in the top box, and right here it says text color. Let's click in there and see, it's this kind of like a light blue. Let's go with this blue that we used right here on the crown, which was, oh, actually I think it changed the outline. Let me see. It actually changed the outline of the word, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, see, it changed the outline. Okay, that's not what we care about. We actually care about the inside. So let's try that again. The outside, I want to change it to white. So let's click on there and we're going to change that to white. See, that stands out much better. And then let's go into the pink one, change that to white also, so you can see the outline. Change to white. Now to change the inside of the word for this particular font, this is not for every font, but for this one, you have to click on effects. So click on effects and you can see splice is the effect they use. So it has the outline and then inside the interior. So the interior color, I think that's the blue we already, oh, there's the blue we used for the crown. So I selected that and you can see it darkened. And then for the, much better. Now for the booth, we're going to click on effects again, and again, splice is on. Let's click in the color. That pink is way too light. So let's choose the pink we chose for the hearts, which is this pink right here, because you can see it saves the colors you used. And we used all these colors right here for our stickers or our doodles. So let's use that same pink. Okay, now you can see that's much better. Okay, so actually I think I want to drag this down right about, maybe about here. So you can kind of see it better than up here. But I do want to be able to see that that is a curtain. So maybe right about there, even with the hearts. Okay, now we need to write the. So again, let's go to our text. And for this one, let's add a subheading. I'm going to click on subheading. And a text box appears right here. Let's type in there, backspace, and write the. Actually, I want to write lowercase, H and E. And let's drag it up here. Now let's choose a font style for the. So we're going to click on, double click inside. Then come over to the font drop down. Right now it's set as Open Sans. Since we have such a balloon roundish main title, let's choose something kind of sort of slanted or italicized for the. So let's try, that's too small. Actually, let's make it bigger so we can see what we're doing. Right now it's set at 66. Let's make that an 80 just so we can see, or even bigger. We can always make it smaller. Okay, that one is, you can't even really read that one. So let's not choose that. Let's find another one. This is Benedict. Okay, I kind of like that. Again, same thing here. Everything without a crown is free. Everything with the crown is with the pro version. Okay, just keep clicking on them until you find one you like. Okay, I like this breathing one right here. Okay, and this is a free version. All right, so let's select that one. And now it is too big. So let's make it smaller. You can either grab the corner and drag it in, or you can choose a number from the drop down, like 88, or you can use the increase, decrease buttons. Okay, and you can't really see it in white, so let's double click in there and come up here to text color, and we're just going to select a color we already used. So let's use the yellow that we used in the happy face. Okay, I like that a lot right there. Let's drag that down. Let's see how that looks. All right, I'm really liking that. You know, I think I don't really like this orange. I'm going to click on that flower. Let's try to find, like, I like this lime green. Let's see how that looks. I think that's going to stand out a lot better. Okay, yeah, that sounds out a lot better. Okay, and I kind of want to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, so now we need to add our author name. Let's just go ahead and use this same. I like this font because it just looks like it's handwritten, and I like this color. So we could go back and add, you know, another subheading and choose the font and everything. But an even easier way is just to click on the, and right here, this is copy or duplicate. Click on that, and you can see a second the appears. Let's drag it down here. Then double click in there, and let's make up a author name, let's say Sarah. I'm gonna say Sarah Hughes because, you know, John Hughes did all those teen movies in the 80s. So we will say her name is Sarah Hughes. And let's kind of center it between the legs or shoes. You can see you have the guidelines showing you that it's centered between photo booth, the words photo booth. Let's lower it a little bit so you can see it a little bit better if you put it on that. Looks like the ledge. Okay, I am really liking the way this looks. Something else you can do is you can click on, let's click off to the side. Click on the actual background photo and then come over here to the upper right and you'll see this little checker box. This is a transparency. If you lower the transparency, it kind of makes the background fade slightly. So you can lower that if you want to, or raise it. I think I might just lower it to maybe a 95. Actually, I'm just going to lower it to a 97 just to give it a little bit of a fade. Just very minimal vintage look to it. Okay, let's click off to the side. And honestly, guys, I think that's it. I think we are done. This was a really easy book cover to do. Very simple. It's eye-catching. It gives you that perfect teen romance vibe. You got your stickers. You got this bright book title. Image, I mean, this piques your curiosity. If you saw this at the bookstore, it looks very professional. And it will definitely pique a teenager's interest. So I think we are done with this book cover. Let me show you how to save it, download it to your computer. Okay, so first thing we need to do is right up here, we need to change the book title. It says Feeling because I think that's what, oh yeah, it said Feeling Cute was the original font. So we need to click in there and rename it. I'm going to call this Photo Booth book cover. And it automatically saves when you design it, but if you ever wanted to check, you go to File and Save. See, it says all changes have already saved. Okay, and to download it, you just go over to Share on the upper right corner, and you will click on Download. It defaults to PDF standard. If you're designing an ebook, you will need to change that to JPEG, and then you just click on Download. And while you're waiting for it to download, you will see that it says down here, share your designs with others. You can copy this link, then you can go over and you can share that with a family member or friend. You can send it through text or email, and when they follow that link, it will take them to this preview page here. They won't have to sign in to Canva or join or anything like that, and it strictly will give them this preview. You can just say, what do you think of my book cover design? All right, let's go back to Canva. You can see that it's already downloaded. To find it on your computer, you will go over to your downloads, and here it is right here. Let's click on it, see it full size. Right, so here is our finished book cover design, the Photo Booth, our YA teen romance novel. Right, so you can see how quick and easy, just in a matter of minutes, we were able to come up with a book cover design on our own. So if you like today's video tutorial, be sure and visit my blog, bookcoversdiy.com, where you will find even more advice and tutorials on book cover designing, as well as tips and tricks and advice on just basic writing. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any genre requests for book cover designs, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to see about making some tutorials on those. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.